Hello, welcome. I thank God for the opportunity to be here with all of you. Again, it's a great opportunity for us to learn and for us to share information because, again, in this world, we can only succeed if we have the right information. That's the way it works. This is why we go to school. This is why we talk to certain people who have information that can help us. This is why we seek doctors because we don't know what's going on with ourselves, or we may seek an attorney or a counselor to help guide us because why? They have the answers we need to make the right decision in order for us to guide our lives the way we want it to be. And that's the bottom line. We need information. So today we're going to discuss about how is that information made. Most of us make decisions based on feelings. But why is it we don't make decision based when it comes to seeking a doctor or attorney? Why we don't make those decisions based on feelings? We make those decisions based on we need the truth, we need facts in order to get the outcome that we want. That's why we seek these professionals because they have the answer and we want to fix whatever it is that's going on in our lives. But if you look at it, this only seems to come across when there are certain events that's going on in our life that's going to change our life dramatically. We know that. But we don't give it much thought when we're thinking about daily decisions because why we're thinking that we're making the right decision based on what we're doing it on our feelings. Now, let me ask you a question. Think about 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? It doesn't matter how angry, how upset, how depressed, or happy, how happy or sad you are, you're going to always know 2 plus 2. If I come to you doing those high feelings that you're having at that point, you're going to tell me it's 4. Why? Because you understand that you need information to make the right decision and you have that information. It doesn't matter how you feel. So this is where we're going with this video, is that being able to make those decisions even if we are going through a hard time, no matter what we're going through, but we have that. Imagine having the power to reel in the truth, to have the answers, and to go to sleep having the peace of mind. All that is based on information. And of course, information takes time to acquire. It doesn't happen overnight. 12 years of school for you to get where you are. It took what, 12, maybe 5 years? It depends on the individual to know 2 times 2 or 2 plus 2 or 8 divided by 24. To know that information took time to acquire it. But again, because we have that information based on this specific area, we can make the right decision. Even if we're depressed, we're upset, when it comes to money, we make the right decision in terms of when we go to the cash register to pay something, we know how much to give and how much to receive, right? So if we overpaid, we know what we should be getting back. If we're putting money in the bank, we know how much we have and how much we've taken out. So we understand that because why? It's facts and it's also information. But what we don't have is information to guide our lives every single day. We don't have information. We don't have that information to guide us because why? We are making that decision based on our feelings. That's what we're doing, based on our feelings. And if you know this, think about when the last time you made decision and you are today paying the price for that decision you made because you were angry at somebody or at a situation and you just didn't care and you just walked away. You made that decision because you were upset, and now years later you're still trying to fix those mistakes or that decision you made that caused it to be a mistake where now you're paying the price for. So the question is feelings good or bad? Well, again, like everything, it has its place. Feeling has its place. But to live in this physical world, we can't live just by feelings. Using feelings to guide our life does not work. It never worked. How many people right now sitting in prison because they got angry and they did something they shouldn't have done, and now they're spending 30 years of all their life in prison out of anger, out of emotion they acted on, and now they're paying the price. And I'm sure if you speak to them, they're going to tell you they regret it. They're going to tell you they regret that. They wish they can go back and undo it. But why? Because they let feelings lead them. They didn't have the information to lead them during that specific time, during that specific event that was going on in their life to make the right decision. And this is what feeling does for us, because it clouds our judgment. Not only that, not only it clouds our judgment, but on top of that, you don't have the information to make the right decision to begin with. So how can you arrive to the right answer? It can't happen. It just cannot. Okay? So you need to have information that makes sense, that you do understand. Like I said, 2 plus 2 equals 4. It does not matter what kind of emotion in life you have, what's going on in your life, whatever the turmoil is, it's always going to be 4 to you, because you know that's a fact. So we need facts to guide ourselves every day. We need that information, and it takes time. And a lot of people like to say, I will deal with this when I get there. That's a terrible, terrible mindset. Most people who say that, believe me, if you look at their life, it's not good, because they're living on the edge, because they're constantly fixing or playing defense in their life. Most people playing defense. They're playing defense because why? They've done a lot of things, made decisions based on foolish ideal or from other people ideal, and now they have to play defense or trying to repair these problems they brought upon themselves. Why? Basically because they were making decisions based on their feelings. So there's a story I want to share with you called The King and His Dog. There was this king who wanted his dog to learn how to pray. Yes, I know it sounds ironically, it's funny, but this is what the king wanted. So the king heard about this one man that was a dog trainer. So he called upon this man to come and take his dog and train his dog how to pray. So when he went to the king, he did not know this was going to happen. That's what the king's request was. So after the king told him that, and he went back to his friend, he was worried. He said, I don't know what to tell the king, because it's impossible. I can't train this dog how to pray. If I don't do something, the king going to punish me, because he has the authority and the power to do so. And this guy was stressed out, worrying about how am I going to get through this. So he was telling his friend, and his friend, he said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it for you. So the next day, the friends went to the palace to speak to the king. And the friends told the king, King, Your Highness, I can teach your dog how to pray, but I'm going to need 2 things from you. First, I'm going to need 15 coins of gold. And second, I'm going to need 15 years to teach your dog how to pray properly. And you will love the results of that. But the king says, okay, I agree. I'll give you the 15 years and I'll give you the 15 coins, because each coin represent enough money for 1 year of work. So now the king gave him 2 coins. He says, here, go ahead and go ahead and start training my dog how to pray. And he said, okay. So he took the dog and left. So he went to his friend and told his friend about it. And his friend says, are you out of your mind? You can't teach this dog how to pray. He says, I know that. But he said, what are you going to tell the king in 15 years from now? He says, don't worry about it. When I get there, I'll deal with it. So what do you mean don't worry about it? When you get there, you'll deal with it. He says, listen, only 2 things can happen. One, either the dog die in 15 years or the king going to die in 15 years. Either way, I don't have to deal with it. But see, this is what he's going by. He's going assuming, remember, he's putting his life on the line on the assumption one of them going to die, and he doesn't have to really come forth with what he promised to deliver. And this is what we do. We say we'll deal with it when we get there. Guess what? When we get there, we're in more trouble than when we begin with. We put ourselves in so much more trouble because we, again, going by feelings, going by emotion, we make irrational decision. We're not thinking clearly, and we're thinking, it'll pass, it'll blow over. I'm not going to have to deal with it. The storm will pass. Well, you know what? If you think about it, most of us in those situations, because the storm did not pass. What we thought was going to happen did not happen. 99% of the time, ladies and gentlemen, things are not going to happen according to your feelings or what you think going to happen. You need facts, you need truth to act on. The same way when you act on 2 plus 2 equals 4, no matter what you're feeling or how you're feeling, is the same way you need this information to guide your life. I hope you enjoy this video. Please share, subscribe. Again, if you keep learning with me, you're going to get more information. And these information is designed to help you to make better decisions, to have a healthier and happier life. I thank you for joining me. Thank God for his wisdom. that will help us guide us to get where we want to go. Thank you. God bless.